Good evening. This is a presentation of our website, workforyou.com, headed by Justin George M. Talavera and yours truly, Elijah Carl Ong. Alright. For an introduction, w4u.com or workforyou.com is a job hunting site very similar to those like jobstreet.com, but the difference of w4u.com, or workforyou.com from JobStreet, is that the jobs that are presented here are not only required by minimum wage jobs or employers like like jobs that require an extensive amount of skills or a degree or a certain degree, but also in this site people could also put up jobs like some domestic jobs such as gardening or some such or housework. Um, if you've seen the entire layout here, this is the home page. This is what you'll expect when booting up workforyou.com. All right. So it says here, if you find a job you love, you won't ever have to work a day in your life, as our what do you call this? Our website banner. It's very inviting. It's very positive. Right. Then we have a little introduction here. Who are we? We are a collective. We are a collective of former job hunters frustrated with the lack of insight and guidance when traversing the stress-inducing act of finding a job. Workforyou.com is dedicated to connect employers looking for new hires throughout the entire country, acting as middlemen to help those who are out of jobs and get in touch with said employers. W4U also specializes in counseling and dedicated to help navigate our clients navigate it through daunting tasks or looking for a job. A living awaits you. All right. So for the navigation, we have, well, for a design purpose, we put the logo of w4u.com, which is a simple font size fantasy logo, so that it would look professional. And so the following navigational bar contains a home, an about us, which is to find out more information about us. A find us is where a find us contains the Google Maps, wherein clients could find our hypothetical branches. It's just here, Cavite. We have a hypothetically we have a branch in Cavite, and hypothetically we have a branch in Manila. And we also have a contact us where our contact information can be found. Uh, yeah. And in here, BR client is where we take in our clients, and this is where they sign up for the jobs that they want to get into, or they want to put up there throughout the entire site. So let's talk about us. All right, about us contains our mission, which is the WF4U mission is to provide a service that could change lives. As for our vision, to become a crucial part of the lives of the unemployed. All right, so getting to know the team utilizes a sliding image function. All right. Hypothetically, these pictures were taken as a placeholder for actual employees, for hypothetical employees, I mean, for WF4U. So this is how the slider works. There's this three buttons right here, three circles that control the entire thing. So if you want to slide the picture to the left, you just push it through. You just push it through. Push the middle. If you wanna slide it left further, you push the third button. So if you wanna go back, just push the middle. If you wanna go back further to the left, there you push the first button. All right. So moving on, we will now, as you can see, that our navigational tabs utilizes drop-down menus, and in the Find Us tab, you will find you will find the iframe of the hypothetical branch that we have in Cavite, which is just a which is just a Google Map search, which is a Google Map search of Cavite. But still, even I but still, even with the iframe, it would still be useful even if we actually did have a branch in Cavite, or the company actually exists. Alright, so here's for the Manila branch, same things, just utilize the same iframe. Yeah, we never really had time to like style it. Like we never we never had the time to pad it or just position it in general, and we apologize for that. So it might look really rough on the edges right there. All right. As for the contact us, here is the contact information of our hypothetical company, which utilizes tables. And here is our this is our client info sign up sheets right there. So we utilize the username, email, the password, the first name, the last name, age, sex, birthday, home number, mobile number, address, and and this is where you input your opinions on what do you think about this hypothetical company's offer to you. All right. So let's take a look at the more technical side of this website. Let me just pull out the here we go. So you pull up the during this process we use a different type of ID which is far more easier to like use, and it's called a light table right here. And just open every single thing up here. All right. Oops. All right. So what we did here in this project is that instead of putting the style header in the main project in the main project itself, or the index project itself, we decided to use a separate file to utilize to utilize our cascading style sheets. That's why it's and we linked it right here. I'm just open up the I'm going to just open up the style CSS. All right. So this is where the modifications, the customizations of every single physical thing that you've ever seen in our websites. We decided to separate it in order to avoid clutter and to avoid confusion amongst the ones that amongst us group mates. And it's just it gives us creative freedom without any conflicts of design. All right, so the main project contains the main navigational tab of has as you have seen at the home page. So in order for us to make the drop down menu work, we put up sublists to lists, which sublists to lists that um that that is contained within the navigational bar. And then in the style sheet, we modified the code in order to hide those to hide those drop down menus by utilizing the display block right here in display block, and the navigational part. and used hover, because what happens there is that when you hover your mouse over, you hover your mouse through a navigational bar, the drop down menu just appears. Back when the entire website was at an early version of it, um, the drop down menu just appeared, right? It never worked the way it was supposed to work. Not the way how a drop down menu should work. But this functionality right here, the hover and the display none, really helped us out into making it all work. And so that is it. That is pretty much everything that we have done to to make this entire website work. And I hope you enjoy.